and bam, suddenly I'm wearing some kooky hat. So that means that the viewer, you, have just changed my presentation, or at least changed the way that my presentation is presented. I'm still saying what I would have said before, except now I've got a hat on my head. So, YouTube links can jump from video to video. Now take this one step further. You can put a link in a video, and when you jump to another video, you can set up what point in that video you want them to watch. Say you all of a sudden, clicked my hand here, and then all of a sudden you're taken to another video, and I'm singing a song, but it's in the middle of the video. And then you just jump right back here, and I'm just continuing with this statement, and you've probably already just seen me singing a song. You can jump between videos and jump to certain points in videos. Now I'm sure you're probably wondering, Josh, where are you getting at? Get to the point. What does this mean? Well, this is what it means. So let's say you have a video, and you make multiple copies of this video, but each has something changed or different. Let's say one version of this video has inverted colors. Now if the viewer clicks the link in one video, then they're taken to another video, and this video is inverted, but it continues where they left off. So they're watching the same video, but now it's inverted, and then they click something else, and then it continues, but there's another addition or change made to the video. So it becomes an interactive art piece that's based solely on what the viewer is doing to the video. There is a problem though. If it was a computer, then the creator could simply create a program that causes specific changes to be made when the viewer does certain things or interacts with the video in certain ways. With YouTube, the creator would have to be very elaborate with the video that they're making. They would have to make a lot of versions and then make a lot of links to create different paths that go different ways, so that it's very hard to have the same thing happen twice. And that would be a lot of work. But you gotta remember, it's called artwork, not art fun. So after that, I start to branch off into different things within my paper, starting with an example of this already being implemented. YouTube Street Fighter. Now the way YouTube Street Fighter works is you start up the video and you're already given a character, and you get to choose between 3 different opponents. You click an opponent and it takes you to another video where the battle begins. From this point, you're given several button presses. After clicking a button, you're taken to another video where you see your character do his attack. And this continues until you've beaten that opponent, and after that you're taken to another opponent. And it continues on and on until you've beaten all the opponents that there are. But here's the interesting thing, if you just sit there and don't do anything, then the enemy's going to keep attacking you until you lose. And then you have to start over. Now this is very elaborate because they had to come up with so many different copies that have different health bar situations for your character and for the opponent character, and then based on whatever moves you do. This is the kind of elaborate thing that I'm talking about that can be done if an artist takes advantage of YouTube. So with YouTube Street Fighter, the viewer is able to manipulate the video they're watching and create their own video of sorts. This is probably the closest thing right now to the idea that I'm talking about. It doesn't go there completely, but it is a step in that direction. Now from here I branch off into Wafal Bilal's Domestic Tension. In Domestic Tension, Wafal Bilal is walking around an empty gallery room, and he's set up a website and a webcam in this room. And from here, people can go to the website and they can see him walking around the room. Now, they are given, for a brief period of time, the ability to control the webcam and a paintball gun attached to the webcam. And they can shoot Wafal Bilal. Now, through this interactive experience, viewers are able to see what others are doing and how they are manipulating this interactive piece. And it's like a video game, but with real-life consequences. You like that? Thought that of myself. So from there we can branch off into Jeffrey Shaw's the distributed legible city. Now, in the original legible city, viewers could manipulate an avatar riding a bike within a world filled with words by riding a real bike and pedaling and steering it. Now, in the distributed legible city, computers are connected together in a network, so one person can see what another person is doing within the same environment, and they can follow them and see what kind of story or sentence they're creating through the legible city. So let's take this one step further and put it online, which could be done, but wasn't done probably because of the time period. But if it was put online, then it would relate a lot more to Raphael Lozano Hammer's vectorial elevation. Now, with vectorial elevation, a bunch of spotlights were put up on rooftops in Mexico, and through the internet, people were able to manipulate these spotlights and create certain formations or patterns with these spotlights. And after creating it, it would actually show up on the real location. And this allowed people to see other people's work. Similar to the distributed legible city. See, it connects, yeah. Let's weave this back into YouTube. YouTube videos have a view counter at the bottom of the video screen. With this counter, people can obviously see how many people have viewed this video. Now let's go back to my earlier concept of making a video and creating so many different pathways for the viewer to manipulate the video. Through the views, they will be able to see how many other people have gone the way that they've gone, kind of giving them a chance to see what other people may have created.
Which means that in the video, there's more than what meets the eye.
Sorry. Kind of like Jody.org, created by Joan Heemskirk and Dirk Paceman's. Jody.org on the surface looks like a simple website with flashing text on the screen, and there's not really much to it. However, if you look at the HTML code for the website, you'll see a bunch of diagrams for H-bombs and uranium bombs. So with YouTube video views, it's not just an interactive experience with the video, but it's an interactive experience with other people. So to wrap this all up, YouTube has great possibility in becoming a new medium for interactive time arts artwork. And not only that, but it can also be a gallery for this work. So rather than having people go to an actual art gallery and interact with artwork there, they can interact with it anywhere. And this also means that there's a wider audience that can check out this new and interesting artwork. So that about wraps up this presentation, except for one thing. High five, guys. Don't leave me hanging. Come on. High five.